Hi everybody, it's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. I am glad to be back. It's been a busy day for me, so I am ready for a story. So I'm continuing to read out this book I got, Disney's Nursery Rhymes and Fairy Tales. And today's story, this is kind of funny, is Walt Disney's Daisy Locks. Have you ever heard of Goldilocks? Well, this is their take on it. There's Daisy Locks right there. Deep in the woods, in a pretty little cottage, lived the three bears, Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. They were nice bears, but no one knew that. I wish someone would come visit us, Papa Bear said, in his great big voice. I think the other animals are scared of us, Mama Bear said in her medium-sized voice. I'm too little to scare anybody, Baby Bear said in his wee little voice. There they are right there. One morning, right before breakfast, the three little bears decided to go for a walk. There they are, ready to go for their walk. Do you ever go for a morning walk? Or an afternoon walk? Now, on the other side of the woods lived a pretty little girl named Daisy Locks. And just before eating her breakfast, she decided to go for a walk too. While out in the woods, the three bears and Daisy Locks passed right by each other, but the only one who seemed to notice was Baby Bear. After walking for a while, Daisy Locks came upon the three bears' cottage. Oh, look, a pretty little cottage, she cried. Now Daisy Locks knew she shouldn't go into the cottage, but being a curious little girl, she tried the front door. It's unlocked, she said. I'll be a good neighbor and make sure nothing is wrong. Daisy Locks opened the door and she went inside. Oh dear, do you think she should have done that? She walked right into the cozy kitchen, where the most delicious smell reached her nose. There, sitting on the table, were 3 bowls of porridge, a great big bowl, a medium-sized bowl, and a wee little bowl. Daisy Locks hadn't eaten breakfast yet, and boy, was she ever hungry. So she helped herself to the porridge in the great big bowl. Wowza, said Daisy Locks, that's too hot. Then she tried the porridge in the medium-sized bowl. Ick, Daisy Duck cried, it's too cold. So see, first it was too hot. Then it was too cold. Next, Daisy Duck took a taste of the porridge in the wee little bowl, and it was just right. She ate it all up and didn't even notice that she'd spilled a good amount of porridge on the floor. There she was. She loved it. Then Daisy Locks left the dirty dishes behind her and went into the living room. There she found 3 chairs, a great big chair, a medium-sized chair, and a wee little chair. Now, poor Daisy Duck's feet hurt from all that walking in the woods, and the chairs looked mighty comfortable, so she decided to make herself at home. But the big chair was as hard as a rock, and it hurt her tail feathers. Want to see her in the big chair? Great big chair. There she is right there. And the medium-sized chair was too soft, and she couldn't even see over all the pillows. There she is. That's a lot of pillows. But the wee little chair was just right. She leaned way back and crash! The chair tipped over and fell to the floor. Oh, well, Daisylocks said as she dusted herself off. I guess it wasn't just right after all. See how she looked when she went flying? Daisylocks decided to see what was in the next room. There she found 3 beds, a great big bed, a medium-sized bed, and a wee little bed. Daisylocks yawned. Oh! She was feeling rather sleepy, so she climbed up into the great big bed. It was too hard. This must be extra firm, said Daisylocks. Next, Daisylocks tried the medium-sized bed. This is too squishy, she said. See here? Finally, she went over to the wee little bed and got in. Not too hard, not too soft, she said. Yes, this is just right. And Daisylocks pulled up the covers and she fell fast asleep. Do you see her? Daisylocks had only been asleep for a few minutes when the 3 bears came home from their walk. They noticed Daisylocks' muddy footprints right away. I wonder who's in our house, cried Papa Bear. The 3 bears decided to investigate. That means check it out. See those muddy footprints? First, they went into the kitchen. Someone's been eating my porridge, Papa Bear bellowed in his great big voice. Someone's been eating my porridge too, Mama Bear cried in her medium-sized voice. Oh dear. Baby Bear looked into his empty bowl. Someone's been eating my porridge, he said in his wee little voice. And they ate every last bit. Next, the 3 bears tromped into the living room. Someone's been sitting in my chair, Papa Bear roared in his great big voice. His favorite slippers had been moved. Someone's been sitting in my chair too, Mama Bear said in her medium-sized voice as she pulled the pillows back onto the chair. Can you see what was going on for them? Meanwhile, Baby Bear had found his chair, or what was left of it. Someone's been sitting in my chair, he cried in his wee little voice. And now it's broke. Then the 3 bears followed the muddy footprints into the bedroom. Papa Bear looked at his bed and growled in a great big voice. Someone's been sleeping in my bed. Someone has been sleeping in my bed too, Mama Bear growled in her medium-sized voice when she saw the rumpled quilts. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, Baby Bear said in his wee little voice. And there she is. At Baby Bear's cry, Daisy Locks woke up to find the three bears staring down at her. Eek! She shrieked. Daisy Locks leaped out of the wee little bed, jumped through the window, and ran as fast as her webbed feet could carry her away from the pretty little cottage in the woods. The three bears never saw Daisy Locks again, and from then on they were very happy they didn't get too many visitors. And Daisy Locks, well, she decided she'd never let her curiosity get the best of her ever again. There's Papa Bear fixing Baby Bear's chair, and Mama Bear's cleaning up those muddy footprints. Well, do you think it was the right thing for Daisy Locks to go into that house with nobody home and get into all their stuff? No, I don't either. Sometimes we can be curious, or I call it snoopy, but we have to be careful and mind what we're thinking so that we do the right thing. And if we don't know what the right thing is, we can ask somebody else, like our mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. They'll usually tell us the right thing. They'll help us understand that. I think Daisy Locks knows not to do that again. So this is Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. I love you. I really do. But even more importantly, God loves you, and He always will. All right, good night.